Good evening, everyone. We are right a little after 6 and we are ready to begin. Welcome to the March Parent Tech Cafe. Our topic for this evening is navigating Launchpad. And during this session, we will explore some of the virtual learning resources that are available for our students. So thank you so much for joining us for this March navigating. All right, here we go. Before we begin this session, we would like to acknowledge our leaders, starting with the DeKalb County School District Superintendent, Dr. Devon Q. Horton. We would also like to acknowledge some of from our own division, the Division of Information and Instructional Technology, our Chief Information Officer, Dr. Kermit Belcher, and our Executive Director of Information and Innovation, Dr. Kaya Clark. On the screen, you see the members of the amazing instructional technology team, and we are under the leadership of Miss Terry Webb. James, and I support Area 3 elementary schools and also our specialty schools. It is my pleasure to be your facilitator for this evening's Tech Cafe. Now, to begin our session, we want to just go over a few session etiquette. To maximize your experience on this webinar, it is best to log in using a laptop or a computer. If you have questions, please feel free to type your questions into the Q&A section. The Q&A is being monitored by members of the instructional technology team. Now, this session is being recorded, and the recording will be available on the Tech Cafe website, and that link will be shared with you as well. The microphones and camera and also the chat features have been disabled for this webinar, but please, as a reminder, feel free to use the Q&A feature to submit any questions you have during this session. Now, we know that there are various languages that are represented throughout our district. So we want to take a moment to review how to enable the live captions in the language of your choice. A link to a document that reviews the steps that I will go through with you will be posted in the Q&A for you. So to enable your live captions, you will begin by clicking on the gear icon or the three dots located at the bottom right corner of your screen. After you've done that, select Captions or Subtitles, and from the list, you will select your preferred language. I'll give you a few moments to do that if you need to. And once you've done that, you will see that the captions will appear at the bottom of your screen. Next, we would like you to sign in. Go ahead and represent your school. Please scan the QR code that's on the screen, or you may use the link that will be placed in the Q&A and you will sign in there. So go ahead so we can see how many representations from the various schools we have on this evening's session. I'll give you a moment to go ahead and do that. And hopefully we'll be able to give a shout out to the school that had the most attendees this evening. Go ahead and sign in, use a QR code that's on your screen, or you may go ahead and use the link that has been placed in the chat and you may sign in there. Now, let's look at the outcomes that we expect from this webinar. So by the end of this session, participants, all of our attendees, our goal is for you to learn about Launchpad, also known as Clever, and the digital resources that are available on this amazing platform for our students. Participants will learn how to navigate and also gain access to the district-supported tools you will find in Launchpad. So I will begin by going over how to actually get into Launchpad. Then we will explore together. So if you have your device, go ahead and get your device out so we can explore Launchpad together. All right, let's get launched. So what is Launchpad? Now, if you didn't know, Launchpad is the DeKalb County School District's portal, and it provides access to digital resources and the tools that we use throughout the district for whether it's communication, for research, if you want to see grades, and most importantly, one of our most important features, the learning management system Canvas. And this is just to name a few of the resources and applications that you can find in Launchpad. Now, this portal is available to all the DeKalb County School District staff members and also to all of our students, no matter what grade level they are in. It is a one-stop shop for digital apps and also academic resources that are available to enhance student learning. And you can find it all right here in Launchpad. Now, the primary purpose of Launchpad is to find ways to integrate technology into the classroom while also maximizing the instructional time for our 21st century scholars. We want them to be able to easily have access to all of these resources as they learn. Launchpad is a dynamic tool and it is changing. The resources change often and as needed for the students as they matriculate through the district. It is easily accessible from any Chromebook and also from your mobile devices if you didn't know. And you can also access Launchpad via our school district's website. So I'll begin by talking you through how to go to Launchpad through the district's website. So from the district's website, and you see the website, the website address is on the screen. Once you get to the district's website, you will scroll to the bottom of the page. And once you've scrolled to the bottom, just look for that orange rocket ship. Once you see that orange rocket ship, from there you can access Launchpad. Now, to access Launchpad from the students' Chromebooks, and this is something most of them do every day, the students, of course, they log into their device using their S number, their student number, and they also have to log in with their password, of course. Once they have logged in, they will see a series of icons at the bottom of the home screen on their Chromebook. Included in that list of icons, you will also see, the orange rocket ship, which is the Launchpad icon. Now, I will say that Chromebooks do vary, so the icons that are listed may be a little different, but in most cases, you will see that orange rocket ship that will give you access to Launchpad. So once you've accessed Launchpad, whether you've done it from the school district's website or you've done it from the Chromebook by clicking on the orange rocket ship, when Launchpad opens, you will see the DeKalb County School District Clever login page as you see here on the screen. And from here, you will be directed to log in with Active Directory. It will look just as you see it on the screen. Now, from the screen, you will click Login with Active Directory, as you see here. Launchpad is a single sign-on portal, and it stores all the digital tools, as I mentioned, in one place, your one-stop shop. Now, since it's single sign-on, students won't need to enter their district username or password as long as they have logged into their device with their district credentials. So they won't need to type in any username after they've done that part at the beginning of logging in. So from there, you will just simply click log in, and from there you'll log into the Launchpad. All right, and now we are launched. Now, DeKalb County School District uses Launchpad, and it's powered by Clever, so you'll hear it used interchangeably, Clever or Launchpad. And this is an easy way for your child to have access to all of the learning applications they use at school, all in one location, again, by using their single username and password. At the top of the dashboard, you will see the name of your child's school on the left of the screen, and your child's name will be on the right of the screen at the very top. The dashboard is divided into different categories, and you will see those categories that are listed on the left of the screen. And today, we're going to take some time to explore. So I hope you have your device up and ready and open so we can do this exploration together. Now, over on the right of your screen, that is your dashboard index. And it is divided into the categories listed on the left of the screen. Now let's take a closer look at the various categories that are available to students. You see, I have enlarged it here on the screen so you will see the different components, the different categories, and we'll take a look at each of those. So let's begin to do some more exploring. First, at the very top, you have the favorite resources. Now, students can click on the heart. Each student will have that little heart. Each application, I should say, or each icon has a little heart. And when the students click on that, that will mean that that's a favorite. That's probably a resource or an application that they use often. So by clicking on the heart, they can easily have access to that resource at the top of their dashboard. Below that, you have the teacher page, and the teacher pages are actually created by your child's teacher, and it will automatically appear on the student's portal once the teacher has created it. So you have your favorite resources, that's the ones that you can heart, the ones that are used frequently, and you also have the teacher's page. Now, there's also a category for forms and surveys. And this is available, and if you have not done so, I would actually say by now you should have already completed your student device user agreement because we're almost to the end of this school year, but you can always have access to the student device user agreement by going to the forms and surveys section, and right on that platform, you can go in and sign off for your student to have access to their device. Now, as you scroll down, you will see some of our district digital learning tools. The digital learning tools include tools such as Infinite Campus, and this is where students may access their grades. Students also have access to the help desk to submit any tickets they may need for any issues they are experiencing with their device or with the software that's on their device. We also have Canvas, that's our district's learning management system, and this supports our online learning and teaching. And you may also learn a lot about Canvas if you have visited our Tech Cafe in November. You can go back to that recording and you can learn more about Canvas there, and it's located on our Parent Tech Cafe website. The link will be provided for you. Now, below the DCSD digital learning tools, you have My Files. My Files provides students with access to their cloud-based storage, and that's located in OneDrive. And we also have, and each student has a Google Drive as well. This storage space allows students to store and protect their files and also share them with others. They can access them from anywhere on all of their devices as long as, again, they are logged in with their district credentials. So they will have access to their cloud-based storage in OneDrive and Google Drive from anywhere on as long as they are logged in that way. Now let's take a look right below that. You'll see you have productivity tools. We want our students to be productive, right? We want them to be great producers of their work. The productivity tools include things like Office 365 for students. You have Google Docs, Google Forms, and also things like Google Slides. From here, students can also access Microsoft Teams, and that's like the ultimate message app for real-time collaboration and communication. If you remember during virtual learning time, students often have meetings right there in Microsoft Teams. They can also share files and apps in there. And let's not forget one of our favorite newest tools that has, I won't say recently, but it's one of our most up and coming tools throughout our district, Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform where students can actually collaborate and work with other students and their teachers, and they can show off their creativity in this amazing tool. And along with that, we have also added Adobe Express for our students. So all of these tools are located in right under the productivity tools section. Now let's talk a little bit about Microsoft. Now, and Office 365. Now, if you did not know, the DeKalb County School District is a Microsoft district, and we provide support with Microsoft tools. Now, Office 365 for DCSD students includes access to Excel. Microsoft Excel enables users and our students to format, organize, and calculate data in a spreadsheet. OneNote, that is a digital tool, great tool for note-taking. It's a note-taking app that provides a single place for keeping all of your notes. Any research that's being done, plans, and information can all be housed in OneNote. Microsoft Word can be used to create documents, reports, if they need to type a letter for classwork or any homework assignment that can be done in Microsoft Word. And of course, PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a presentation-based program that uses text, graphics, videos, images, and they can all be used to make a presentation more interactive and interesting. And again, students have access to all of these resources. And if you go back to our back in August, we had our Parent Tech Cafe that talked about our digital ecosystem. So feel free to go back to learn more about the tools and resources that are available for our students. So now let's go down a little further. In Clever, students have access to a variety of assessment tools, including Illuminate for students, and they also have access to research and information tools, like things like PBS Learning Media. And if you need a link to our counties, the DeKalb County Public Library, you can find it right here in Clever. Now, did I say it was a one-stop shop? Yes, it is. Everything is located right here on this platform for our students. Now, the resources, and I love this setup for it. It's so easy for students to navigate because the resources, they are sorted by the different categories that I just mentioned. And also it's sorted by the content area or subjects. Now they can also access, our students can also access their online textbooks right here on the platform. The resources are available for all content areas. If you look on the screen, you see we have all content areas there. Below that, you have resources for ELA, that's English Language Arts. That's available. You also have resources for math. You have resources for science, and you have resources for social studies. All of your content area resources all in one space. And of course, help is available because sometimes things do not work out the way we need it to. So we need a little help. As you scroll down, included in the available applications, you will find the DCSD help desk, as I mentioned earlier. If students have issues with their device or with the software on their device, they can submit a help desk ticket by going to our DCSD help desk. And also, they can have access to help for Clever right on the page as well. So if you need help with navigating Clever, there's a resource there to help you with that right in the applications list. Now, please note that the Clever dashboard and the available digital resources that you see, they will vary based on the individual schools. So in some cases, what you may see on one student at one school may be slightly different from a student at another school. But when it comes to our district-wide supported tools, they will all be on this platform. Launchpad continues to be updated with awesome tools. So please, even after this session has ended, continue to explore, allow students to explore and see all of the amazing resources that's in your single sign-on, one-stop shop at your students' fingertips for them to continue learning, exploring, and producing right here in this platform. Now, if you have any questions about any of the information I've shared so far about Launchpad, please share your questions in the Q&A. We have members from our instructional technology team that are here to answer any questions you may have. And at this time, I will turn it over to Dr. Worthy, our Manager of Security Awareness and Engagement, to talk about our tech tidbits for this evening.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Ms. James, for that high-level overview of Launchpad, also known as Clever. Today, we're going to highlight two of our students for the tech tidbits. And they're going to be talking about cybersecurity. We have Sarah, and then we also have Ram. They are cyber champions, and they have been charged with bringing awareness to topics like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, as well as just overall good digital citizenship. So I'm going to pass it over to Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm in the 5th grade, and this presentation is all about be aware of what you share. Introduction. Do you love social media? If you do, then this presentation is for you. I know that you have been posting photos, videos, and content, but do you know if it can be shared to the public? You are allowed to do these things, but your privacy is also important. Let's explore the importance of privacy online. What is online privacy? Online privacy is the level of protection an individual has while connected to the internet. Let's say that you just posted a video on YouTube that includes your personal information, like where you live. If a hacker watches that video, they would know where you are, which gives hackers an advantage to make hacking easier. That is why you need to have privacy features on devices that you can trust. Ways to have privacy online. Avoid sharing too much info. Be cautious about sharing too much personal information on social media, such as your home address, phone number, or email address. Adjust privacy settings. Adjust the social media platform's privacy settings. Each social media platform has a different process to control privacy settings. Read the privacy policies. Read the privacy policies. A thorough understanding of a platform's privacy policy is vital to safe, secure use of social media. Conclusion. Now you know why your privacy is important online and some tips to keep it safe. Stay in the know with the cyber champions.
Awesome job, Sarah. I also want to highlight Rom. He's an eighth grader at Peachtree Middle School. And unfortunately, he is unable to join us, but his presentation was so awesome, we had to showcase it to you all as well. So it's a little engaging. We're going to go ahead and move to the next slide. We're going to play Privacy Jeopardy. Okay. And remember, an eighth grader from Peachtree Middle School, Rom, he created this game. So we're going to make it interactive, and I want you to type the answers in the chat. We have a couple of different categories. If you're familiar with Jeopardy, we have protect your data, who's watching you, social media secrets, hackers and scammers, and the privacy toolkit. Okay. And for the sake of just making it engaging, we will drop this link in the chat so that you can play it later, but we're just going to play around with a few questions. So can Miss James, can you highlight protect your data for 100, please? And let's see if the crowd knows the answer. This security feature requires a second form of authentication, like a text message or app code. I'm going to give you a few seconds to go ahead and type in the chat, what do you think the response is to this security feature requires a second form of authentication, like a text message or app code. If you know the answer, go ahead and type it. Give you a few seconds. Let's see some of those responses coming in. All right, Miss James, go ahead and let's reveal the correct response. What is two-factor authentication? Okay, yes, good job. Two-step verification, two-step authentication, MFA. Yes, parents, you guys are awesome. Great job. So if you got it right, you can give yourself 100 points. Okay. All right. So next we're going to go to, let's see, who's watching you for 200, please, Miss James. All right. So this type of technology allows advertisers to track users across multiple websites. I'm going to read it again, but I'm going to give you a few moments to type it in the chat. You guys are doing great. This type of technology allows advertisers to track users across multiple websites. What do you think that is? All right, let's see. We got some people, okay. Cookies. Let's go ahead and reveal the answer. What is cross-site tracking? So yes, cookies is a form of it. All right, great job. You guys are awesome. All right, let's see, what do we have next? If you got that right, if you put cookies or cross-site, then you can give yourself 200. Let's see, social media secrets for 300, please, Miss James. A method of tricking people into revealing personal info by impersonating trusted sources. Okay, let's see. We have our cyber smart parents. Yes. Let's see, what do you have? Give you a moment to type your answer. It says a method of tricking people into revealing personal info by impersonating trusted sources. I know you guys have this too. Let's see. Okay, let me see. All right, phishing. Got a lot of people put phishing. All right, let's go ahead and reveal the correct answer. What is social engineering? Yes, phishing is a form of social engineering. So is malware, ransomware, baiting, tailgating. All of these are forms that cyber criminals use to trick people into revealing personal information. Great job. So if you put what is social engineering, which is the umbrella, or if you put phishing or any of those that I named, Great job. Give yourself some points. You guys are awesome. Yes. All right. Let's see. Hackers and scammers for 400, please, Miss James. Okay. The dark web marketplace where hackers buy and sell stolen data. What do you think it is? Go ahead and type your response in the chat. You guys are doing amazing. We have hackers and scammers for 400 points. Let's see. You have any responses yet? I know you guys can get this one. All right. Waiting on a few more responses. All right, let's go ahead and reveal the answer. What is the black market or dark web forums? Okay. Yes, a lot of cyber criminals that go on there because a lot of personal information is sold on there to the highest bidder. So we want to stay away from those dark web forums and black marketplaces. Awesome job. Thank you so much. Let's see the next one. Okay. The privacy toolkit for 500, please, Miss James. All right. This one's going to be kind of hard, but let's see if you all can get it. All right. This browser, originally developed by the US Navy, helps users browse anonymously. All right. Let's see. Type it in the chat. What do you think? What browser, originally developed by the Navy, helps users to browse anonymously? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give a few more seconds to go ahead and type your answer. You guys are doing great. All right. Miss James, can you go ahead and let's see. What is the onion router? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see some people put incognito, private browser. Okay. But the onion router. All right. Yes, it was originally developed by the US Navy to help browse anonymously. So we're just going to stop right there. You guys have done an amazing job. And I know you want to play this game that our 8th grader from Peachtree Middle created. And of course, you can play it at your own time and have fun, share it with your kids, your family members as well, just to see how much they know about keeping their data private. All right, so if we can drop that link in the chat, that'll be great. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you all enjoy our presentations from our cyber champions. They have done a phenomenal job. They also get to present this information to their classmates as well as other schoolmates. And these two were selected to present it just to you. So thank you all so much.
That was awesome. Thank you, Dr. Worthy, and thank you to our cyber champions for raising our awareness in such an engaging way, just letting us know about cybersecurity. Thank you so much. Now, as we wrap up this evening's session, please, before you leave, we would love for you to be sure that you have signed in. And we want to get your feedback. We value your feedback. So please scan the QR code, or you may use the link that has been placed in the chat for us to receive your feedback. Now, just a few reminders. We do have resources available for you. So if you can take some time and you can access any of our session recordings. If you want to go back and look at what we've done in the past, we also have additional resources for our Tech Cafe. You may also visit our YouTube channel, the DCSD YouTube channel, to see our previous recordings, or visit the Instructional Technology Tech Cafe website. And the link for that will also be posted in the chat. Please go ahead, mark your calendars right now for our April Tech Cafe. This will be held on Tuesday, April 29th. You see it there on the screen, and it will begin at 6 o'clock p.m. The topic will be annual verification in Infinite Campus. We talked about Infinite Campus earlier as one of the tools in Clever. So we will be talking about the annual verification, and this is a part of the registration process for the upcoming school year. So you don't want to miss that great session. We also invite you to join us on May 20th for our final Tech Cafe for this school year. And the topic will be Tech Kindergarten Readiness. And if you have any up and coming kindergartners, you do not want to miss this session. If you know someone that has an up and coming kindergartner, this is a great session for them. And also, even our kindergartners that's going to first grade, this is just a great session for our lower grade students. So you can see some of the amazing resources that is out there to prepare our students. So please mark your calendars. April 29th, we're going to talk about the annual verification in Infinite Campus. And on a May 20th, our final Tech Cafe, we will look at Tech Kindergarten Readiness. So please mark your calendars for those upcoming events. And that brings us to the end of tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in April. We hope the information that has been shared has been beneficial for you. I'm going to pause at this time. Do we have any questions that we need to address, or has everything been addressed in the chat before we wrap it all the way up tonight? I'm going to take a quick look at the chat. And I know we've been placing links in the chat. Okay, we have our answers there. Awesome. Okay. All right. Looks like we are good. Thank you so much for joining. Please be on the lookout for the recording of this session. It will be placed on our website, the Tech Cafe website, and it will also be uploaded onto our school district, the DCSD YouTube channel. So thank you very much for joining. Have a safe and wonderful evening, everyone. And this ends our session for this evening.